Good morning. You are watching the Unframe of Mind show, and I am Daniel Wagner. Today, I thought it'd be interesting to go through and talk to you about an interesting question somebody posed to me the other day. Um, they asked me, why is it that I don't focus on the 9/11 conspiracy or Pizzagate conspiracies or even dig into the Hillary Clinton email scandal or any other kind of major conspiracy that you have? And it was a good question because, granted, there are a lot of interesting things wrapped up within those. One of the first, foremost major problems for me is if I do start digging into it, there ain't no telling when I'm going to come back. I have a tendency to go both feet in, all the way in. It's insane. So that being said, I guess the best analogy I could give is if you think about that shitty car you drive to work every day. Something is going wrong all the time. Something keeps messing up. Sure, you can try to prove that the alternator's bad or the fuel filter is going, whatever thing on the vehicle that particular day is going wrong. Sure, you can try to prove it, or you can solve the problem altogether and just get rid of the damn car. I mean, there comes a point when you just are so overrun with all these different problems and all these different angles. It's time to just start over. Let's try something completely different, perhaps. So my goal is to focus on and fix the things that make you keep trying to drive that car to work. So what if I can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the government was the ones that orchestrated 9/11? The problem with that is the people who already know about it already know how fucked up everything is to begin with. So I'd really be preaching to the choir is what I would be doing. The everyday common folks that are going to work, they're working their 9 to 5, they're coming home, they're sitting down to watch some Netflix, raising their kids or whatever. They don't know the fine details of all these huge things. They kind of have the main narrative, and that's about it. Yeah, most people kind of agree that government's pretty jacked up. You ain't going to find somebody that will say, yeah, I trust all politicians. I challenge you to find a single person that's willing to say that. So maybe you are one of the people that like to dig into the 9/11 conspiracy theory and you want to figure out the exact melting temperature of steel beams and whether or not they CGI'd the plane into the buildings or whatever angle you want to take it at. That's great. I totally get it. And we need people like you too. We do. It's great that you want to see justice served to the people that abuse the political power. But here's a great idea. Stop giving them the political power to begin with. Stop giving people that kind of absolute power that corrupts absolutely. Everybody knows this inherently. It's not even a secret anymore. So this is why I don't focus my time and energy on any particular conspiracy theory, because I'm interested in focusing my time and energy in preventing it from happening again. Let's stop this at the source. Let's quit trying to put a bandage on it. Let's quit trying to go back and figure out whether or not somebody cut your leg. How about we just, take the knife away? Let's start there, and then maybe we can solve the problems and prevent them from happening again. That would be a fantastic idea. I want to focus on building from first principles, from deconstructing all the lies that you've been told, all the propaganda that you've been fed, all these news stories that you hear all the time that you turn around a decade from now and find out, oh, that was totally wrong. I want to start from the very beginning and build from there. Follow truth wherever it may lead. That's the best course of action you can possibly take. Have a good rational sense of where you're going and why you decide to do the things you do and who you decide to get your news from, etc., etc. You can waste time on conspiracy theories if you want. You can keep on digging into Pizzagate and find a little pizza shop in the middle of Washington, D.C. that may or may not be abusing children in the basement. But I'll tell you what, I guarantee you, even if you were to prove it correct beyond a reasonable doubt, you had the perfect evidence, people just don't care. They're fed up with it. They don't care. You want to change the world? Try focusing on something that actually matters.